Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com. We got workouts that work, eats that satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goal. Right, go that butts? Today I want to make a quick little video concerning what I do when I'm on the egg diet, specifically what goes into this mouth. A lot of people were wondering and asking me if I could show the actual products that I use. So, first and foremost, if you're doing the egg fast or ketogenic egg feast, whatever you want to call it, I get the cage-free eggs from Kirkland. Compared the white to the brown, and I think that the white eggs are a little bit better. In terms of cheeses, because I have about 1 ounce of cheese for every 2 to 3 eggs. I have about 4 to 6 ounces of cheese a day. I'll do mozzarella. Guess where we get this from? Goat cheese. Then provolone. I mainly actually do provolone because it melts the best, and I'll show you how I cook this in a second. I will melt the provolone and the mozzarella cheese on the pan with the eggs, but if I'm going to do the goat cheese, I'll just put it on top of the eggs when they're hot and sort of mix it in, because goat cheese melts really well being on top of something that's sort of hot, and I like it when it's sort of solid anyways. These things are phenomenal. My wife bought it for me and it sort of saved my life. Say hello to Gordo. 100% Parmesan cheese, get them from Kirkland, as we get almost everything. These chips though, I would have a very strong caveat. They're very, very addictive. There's about 15 servings. A serving is 100 calories, and I eat about a bag every 2 days if I'm eating to my heart's content, and that's about 700 calories. When I'm not worried about cutting, I'll have a whole bag sometimes, but if I am worried about cutting, I try to take these out just because they're so addictive to me, but I will eat them following the ketogenic egg diet and just be very, very attentive to how many I'm actually eating. I used to never put mayonnaise in my eggs, but it's something that I do when I'm doing the ketogenic egg diet, and I think it's actually delicious. For about 8 eggs, I'll have 1 to 2 tablespoons of mayo. In terms of chicken broth, which I have this brand. I actually like the little packets instead of the cubes. A little more expensive, but you can travel with them anywhere you go. And if you get them from Walmart, I found that Walmart actually sends them to you the cheapest. So I'll have that. I'll have maybe 1 or 2 a day. I'll have that with either pink Himalayan salt, which I also add to the eggs, or regular table salt, which has iodine, which is important for you. Flavor this with the salt to taste, and I'll actually put some red pepper flakes and or pepper in the chicken broth. So I don't have that out there, but I can show you guys the red pepper flakes that we use. Guess where it comes from? Costco. So I'll put that right there. And then the peppers, just also from Kirkland, black pepper. So I'll put that right there. I finish off the day with Shakeology. 1 serving of Shakeology, and I mix cinnamon from guess where with the Shakeology every night. 1 serving of Shakeology has 18 total carbohydrates, but it's got 5, so it's 13 net carbs. On previous video I said 11. To recap, we got the eggs, we got mozzarella cheese, goat cheese, provolone cheese, Parmesan cheese chips. We got some mayo, chicken broth that I put pepper, red pepper, and salt in, and then we got the Shakeology with the cinnamon that I use at night. And last but not least, which in the summary I forgot to actually mention this, we got the butter that I use, which is grass-fed butter. You could use regular if you want, but again, like I've said in a previous video, if you're going to buy grass-fed products, make sure that the product that you're using is high in fat, because the reason you want to get grass-fed products is for the fat profile of the product. So if you're going to get a lean meat, you don't really have to worry about grass-fed unless it's, you know, your personal choice. So now to cook the eggs, what do? Turn this bad boy on. Here we got the eggs. Oh, this one's cracked. Could have happened at my house, could have happened at Costco. You know, Costco's awesome, but they're not perfect. So I get a bowl. I'm gonna have probably for lunch today. As you can see, what time is it, Jacqueline? It is 3:30. So this is gonna be the first meal that I have today, and I'm gonna have 8 eggs for lunch, and I might have 6 eggs for dinner or 8 eggs depending on how hungry I am. So if I'm gonna do 8 eggs, I'm gonna do 3 slices of provolone cheese today. So I'll just break up the cheese because I'm gonna melt it. And my wife is currently, there is a bun currently in the oven, and she is not very fond of this stinky cheese, but it melts to perfection and I love it. So she's sort of dealing with it and I appreciate it.
It's got Coca-Cola in my cup.
You got Coca-Cola in your cup. So here we go. I stir these bad boys up, wisp them. Is it wisping? I don't know. I get about 3 tablespoons of butter. Is that about 3 tablespoons, you think, Jacqueline? And put that bad boy there.
And here's something that I'm gonna have.
Oh, ese es para Maui. Enséñalo a la cámara. Maui. So it's a good bit of butter. I love it. You don't want to burn the butter. Sometimes that happens to me because I put the pan so hot. My wife gives me crap. She's normally the cook, but I like to stir as I'm pouring it in. Look at that butter just floating on top of the eggs. Why not? Who doesn't love this? So I let that cook for a little bit, and then I'm going to start putting the cheese on top. I think I put it in a little early. I like to have the eggs on the bottom be cooked a little bit. So again, these are 3 provolone slices of cheese that I'm putting in here. Set up my plate so I can do the transition. You see, you let it cook for a little bit so it gets like sort of omelette-y on the sides, and then I stir. A nice little circle. I think it's all about the circular stirring. I don't know, I'm not a cook, but I do like my eggs. Chef Gordon Ramsay, on this one video that somebody sent me, which I appreciate, one of the YouTube comments was to see how Gordon Ramsay makes his eggs, and he'll actually take them off and onto the pan. So he'll take it off and then do some stirrage. But the couple times that I do that, since I'm not a really good chef, sometimes eggs end up on the floor, and I'd rather not waste my eggs. So what I'll do sometimes, instead of taking it off, is just lower the heat. I don't really like running eggs, and it's sort of a tricky situation here because you don't want to melt the cheese completely like I told you, to let the fat get out of the cheese, but at the same time I got to cook my eggs so they don't get runny. But right now, I think that if I take it off the pan, it's going to be hot enough to continue to cook. And if you were live and direct, you could smell the cheese. Can you smell the cheese, Jacqueline? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to take some, I don't know, let's do pink Himalayan salt, I guess now, just because it's right there. I'm going to salt this to taste. It's a lot of salt. I love mayonnaise. I love to taste mayonnaise. I hate to see mayonnaise. I don't know why. It's like solid. You think, I don't know. It might be solid in your body. I now know that's not true. But I love the taste of it. So if mayonnaise sort of grosses you out in terms of a visual, you got to try this. This is insane. One of my favorite things to have is simply an egg sandwich. Martin bread. It's got to be a hot dog bread. Just cook some eggs with butter, salt, and mayonnaise. You add mayonnaise to the Martin hot dog bread, and you have eggs that are salted and cooked in butter, and that sandwich is amazing. And I'm just stirring it up right here to get the mayonnaise good and mixed in. So, you know, this is live, so that's what it looks like, and this is what I'll eat. If you can just tell, my mouth just watered, and I had to swallow because my saliva glands just went into effect. So that's the egg diet meal that I typically eat. I'll have different types of cheeses with my eggs. I might just have eggs and butter straight up. But what you see here is what I eat while I'm doing the ketogenic egg diet. That's it for now. I hope you guys liked the video. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Please let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share to the channel if you haven't done so already. I greatly appreciate it. The website again is x-, that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.
Wow.